My name is Gabriela Marques-Schäfer, and I am a professor of German as a foreign language at the State University of Rio de Janeiro. At the moment, I am on leave for family reasons, but I am working at the University of Gießen as a language learning advisor. On November 9th, 1989, I was only 8 years old and I was at school. I just remember that the year before, the Olympic Games took place in South Korea, and I collected stickers for an album about the countries. I was very impressed that I have 2 stickers for Germany. And my mother told me a little bit more about the history of Germany and about the separation of the country through a wall. I was really impressed about this, and I decided to learn German outside the school. When I was a child, I always wanted to be a teacher. I used to put my dolls on my bedroom floor, tidy and ready to simulate a classroom. I used to pass homework to my dolls and used to do it several times myself in different ways so that I can simulate a conversation between teachers and students in a classroom at the time of a correction. I used to buy booklets for my dolls and even a class diary to write about the lessons I gave. In fact, I used to use all the toys or objects I had in the hand to simulate a conversation or an interaction in a classroom. After I learned German and English, my play only changed the language. The wall that I try to break down with my work is the fear of speaking German as a foreign language. That's a common feeling by many foreign language learners. Languages can be walls which separate people. The challenge of my work is to make my students overcome this fear through the use of artificial intelligence. My solution is to create fun activities so that they can spend more time outside the classroom speaking in German and having fun, playing and feeling good about the learning process. Good emotions are extremely necessary to improve oral skills. The concept of my project is based on the assumption that language learning is a process that must be linked to positive emotions. Language learning is a long life process and needs regular practice. This practice should occur in a context free from pressure and oppression, free from fear and prejudice. My project is innovative because I use artificial intelligence to moderate the interactions between the students. If they are afraid of sending an audio to the teacher, they can use a chatbot. They can send it to a chatbot, and the chatbot takes care of the moderation, the correction, and the score. The teacher only appears when questions and explicit requests of her help arise. The benefit of my work is for a society that wants to learn to speak in a foreign language without fear and prejudice. It's very important that people learn languages other than English. In my vision of the world is that everyone who wants to learn German can learn by playing and speaking. If my ideas are adopted by others, I am sure we will have even more people learning German. One of the unanswered questions of my work is what other playful activity I can develop to help my students to speak more German outside the classroom and overcome their fear of speaking using artificial intelligence. I already do discussions on current topics. I formulate challenging questions and show pictures to make guessing games. But even so, the fear of speaking still persists, and students prefer writing to having to record audios with their cell phones. Yes, if we can use technology every day to communicate, to play, and to interact, we can also use technology to learn and to speak in a foreign language. My children don't understand why adults are so afraid of speaking. They are proud that I work with digital education to help my students.